Capturing the American immigrant experience through portraits. That's the purpose of an exhibit at the Museum of Fine Arts. We spoke to the artist behind Fazendo America, or Making America. What does it mean to make it in America? This is one of the central questions explored by Rosângela Rennó in Fazendo America, an exhibition currently in Museum of Fine Arts, Boston. It's the Brazilian artist's first solo show in the United States in nearly 30 years.
Rosângela, before this project, Making America, is often described as a photographer who doesn't take pictures. She often uses photo archives or found photographs and really transforms them to tell untold stories, often marginalized stories. So there's a range of work here on view, all thinking about the role of photography.
I think that what I always wanted to do and with my work, dealing with invisibility and making things that were destined to be invisible, give them visibility. Also talking about small stories instead of the great story with the great age. The story, the history, normally is written by men and by the power, and they write the history the way they want to tell us. And then there are lots of histories behind.
Rennó's Red series transforms portraits of boys and men in military regalia and large-scale images saturated in red to represent the bloodshed of war. Rennó critiques historic and modern-day Latin American and global politics and societal issues through her work.
We have some triptychs which are called the Operação triptychs, and they're photographs of mass protests at 3 different times in Brazilian history. She's thinking about mass politics, about the legacy of a military dictatorship.
Kristen Gresh, the MFA's senior curator of photographs, says she was a longtime admirer of Rennó's work, and her local connection inspired an idea for the museum.
I know that she's done other commissions, and I just started at that moment to think, what would it be like if we, the MFA, could commission her to do a piece to tell those really important, long-standing stories of immigration, Brazilian immigration to the U.S. and specifically to Greater Boston.
Massachusetts is home to the second largest Brazilian population in the United States.
We spent many days in Somerville and Framingham. We went to bakeries, we went to restaurants, we connected with people in different Brazilian churches, we went to Brazilian soccer clubs, we went to Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and really explored and talked to a lot of people.
What resulted is 48 portraits of Brazilians in their home country and also living in the Greater Boston area, wearing something reminiscent of a polarizing hat in America, but in green, the dominant color of the Brazilian flag.
And then I decided, okay, let's make a green hat with the expression of the people that Brazilians would love to say when they come to United States to live. And they like to say that they are coming here to make America, or make it in America, or fazer America. The use of the word, the expression in the gerundium reflects, in my opinion, to the idea of people who are really right now making and working and doing something good for the country, for U.S. country. That's the point, and that's why it's not the future, it's right now. And the recognition of that is something important to all of us.
Some of the portrait subjects are well known in the community, but like all the subjects, their identity is obscured by the hat.
I met lots of people on the street, in supermarkets, in restaurants, and when I was invited them to photograph and be part of my project, I never asked them if they had migratory status or not. For me, it doesn't matter. And then the idea was, you will be part of my gallery of portraits, but your eyes and half of your face will be hidden.
A newspaper created to look like the Brazilian Times, a well-known weekly publication in the United States, is also a part of the exhibition, telling the stories of the people in the portrait.
I wanted to talk about the invisibility that the Brazilian community, not only Brazilians, but the immigrants are forced to have to deal with that situation right now, and they accept it.
Despite the fears within the community, Rennó is moved by the resiliency, connectivity, and how reminiscent it is of home.
Well, I think it's completely inspiring. You know, I am making America right now. I'm here, you know, like I'm showing my work here. And then I am part of this community. I'm not an immigrant, but I feel that I am part of the group.
Well, Making America is on display through August 2nd. Coming up.
It's not you, it's me. I can't watch you implode anymore.
Breaking up with the United States, the art project helping people reflect on their relationship with our country.